I'm live, guys! Tara's Hearts of Gold. So, it is I, Danica Young, coming by real quick for a pop-up training that I don't really know that a pop-up training is needed for, but maybe it is, to discuss VIP groups and how you can build a large group with friends and family without being that person who just randomly adds people to your group, only for you to, quite frankly, piss people off. Nobody likes to be added to groups without their permission. And if you're doing that, I'm going to get you with a wet noodle. So stop it. You may not know any better, and that's okay, but that's what we're here for. We're here to help give you guidance and advice and whatever the case may be to help you have a growing and thriving business with lemongrass. So here's the secret sauce that I have found for building a large VIP group. And large is really going to be relative, I guess you can say, depending upon the individual you ask. Someone may feel like a large group is 20 people, and others may feel that it's having several hundred. So whatever large is for you, this tip will work for no matter the size you're trying to achieve. And here it is. So it's as easy as offering someone an invitation. That's it, an invite. So here is something that I had read a little while ago, and I don't have the article in front of me, but basically this was the story behind why the article was written. And it talks about actually individuals who are doing direct sales, and you're sharing information on your timeline. You're like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing product. I really love it. Here's what I'm having. And actually, they weren't even talking about products. They were discussing cookies actually as the example. And so somebody was saying, for example, they were on their timeline saying, oh, I just baked some cookies. They smell so delicious. I would really love to share these with people, or, whatever the case may be. And, had several different friends like the post or whatever the case is. And then the next day, one of those individuals that had liked the post or whatnot was talking to the person, and they were like, oh, I really loved cookies too, or these, whatever. And the girl was like, well, why didn't you come on over? She was like, well, I didn't know that I could. You didn't invite me to come over, and I certainly just didn't want to, invite myself over. I thought that would be terribly rude. And so really the ending, the theme to the story is that you have to invite people, because people aren't going to take it upon themselves to be like, hey, will you include me? Because they feel that that's rude. They feel like they are possibly injecting themselves into a situation that maybe they won't be welcomed in. And so after reading that article, I realized, am I inviting people? I'm talking about people and I want people to join, but am I actually inviting them to join? And I can tell you that that has made a huge difference in my VIP group. So as I reach out to customers and as I'm doing follow-ups for these individuals who aren't a part of my VIP group, I actually give them an invite. And so here is an example of what I recently sent. So I had someone order some body scrub for me, and once the order was placed, I reached out to them and said the following. I said, I've ordered your body polished and it'll be here next week. Woohoo! Hey, if you haven't checked it out yet, I'd like to invite you to join my Lemongrass Spa giveaways and specials group. I offer specials and do giveaways in this group on a regular basis that aren't found elsewhere, in addition to offering various beauty tips and tricks. And that's all I said. And I put a link to the group. And I see that this individual saw the post, but they didn't respond. But just because they didn't respond didn't mean they weren't interested, because guess what? Within 5 minutes of her having seen that message, she actually clicked on the link, went to my group, and requested to be a member. And this happens a lot for me. I will send out someone an invite saying, hey, I would like to invite you. You're actually extending them an invite to your group and sharing the link. Now, the only way that this will work, especially if you are messaging with people who are not a part of your friends list, is if you have your group closed. And I highly, highly suggest that all VIPs are closed and not secret. for the very reason that you can share your link with individuals who are not friends with you, and they have the ability to see the group and request membership without you having to be friends with them. So that is definitely another thing you'll want to do if you haven't already, is have a closed group for your VIP. So that way, when you're linking any kind of social media profiles to like your newsletter or your email signature, whatever the case may be, you could actually say, hey, I have a VIP group, and if you'd like to check it out, here's the link to that group. They can click on it, see that it's closed, they have to request membership, you can add them. And then what I also do is do welcome posts, just like we do welcome posts here in the team page when we welcome new team members. I also do welcome posts for new members to my group, so they are acknowledged and they are immediately engaged in what is going on. So really, that's what I have to share. If you are trying to build your VIP group and all you're doing is like putting a little snippet on your personal page on your wall and putting the link there, and you're hoping people will just click on it and, you know, request membership on their own, I have found that that is not nearly as successful as talking to people one-on-one and sending them a personal invite saying, hey, I would like to invite you to join this group. And my experience so far is that 9 times out of 10, and that's actually probably kind of low because it's almost like 9.9 times out of 10, when I do that, even if they don't respond to the message itself, they will click on it and they will request access. So that is what I had to share for you guys when you are trying to build your VIP groups, is that you just simply have to extend an invitation. And it has to be more than just something generic on your wall saying, hey, come join my group. These are things that are going on, because you have to realize with Facebook's algorithm, depending upon how you are engaging with certain people in your friends list and how they're engaging with you, they're not seeing these things. Or depending upon when they're logged on and when you're logged on, it can be crossing each other through the news feeds. So it's really, really important that you're just making that one-on-one connection. You're giving them a personal invitation to come and participate, and then that way they get to make the choice whether or not they get in there, and you don't have to worry about being that spammy person that nobody likes in direct sales, because it drives me crazy when people add me to groups without my permission. If they send me the link and I find that it's interesting, I'll definitely join. I have no problem being in 50 million groups, so long as if it is of my own accord. So that's what I have for you guys today. Hopefully that wasn't too long. Again, you want to know the secret sauce to building a big VIP group? You simply have to do something as easy as offering an invitation. And that's it. Hope everyone's having an awesome Monday, and see you around on here soon. Bye.